What's going on, everyone? Red Fox back here, bringing you a new discussion about The Walking Dead. Today we're going to be talking about the beloved character, Daryl Dixon, and when he'll die on the television show. Now before we get started, can we shoot for 5 likes on this video? It'd be appreciated a lot, and it keeps me a little more motivated to know I'm getting some positive feedback. Alright guys, so we know that everyone loves Daryl Dixon. Ever since the show first aired in 2010, a lot of fans, including myself, have liked Daryl from the start. But like all loved characters on the show, they will eventually meet their ultimate demise. Daryls Fanbase is growing as each season progresses further into the story. The connection between the fans and this character is reaching a real big level. There's a lot of fans that have been starting to claim that they will riot if Daryl dies, which only leads me to speculate that this might be an actual reason The Walking Dead will never kill off Daryl.
Thanks. It's my gun.
For now, at least. So we know he's safe. But perhaps in a business manner, I really think that the show doesn't kill him off for rating purposes. If Daryl dies, I'm sure a lot of people will stop watching and views will probably plummet. As far as the views plummeting, I can see that as a reason to not kill him off, but I think it's kind of stupid that people will stop watching the show if he dies. I mean, if you're only watching The Walking Dead just to see Daryl, then you shouldn't be watching The Walking Dead. There's some people that will say that Daryl is safe, but there's actually been a lot of times that Daryl's had a lot of near-death experiences like this.
Hold on.
People have a general idea that the popular characters are somewhat immortal. I mean, take Glenn for instance. Everyone loved Glenn, but he was executed. Everyone also loved Abe and his funny quotes and badass nature, but he died in the same episode as Glenn. So that really leaves me wondering what can happen to the others. Daryl, Carol, Rick, Carl, and so on and so forth. We all know that Rick and Carl will never be killed off in the next few seasons. I mean, come on, that would just ruin the show. But Daryl, on the other hand, might meet his fate in the second half of Season 7. The word that's going around is that Sasha is going to be the one to die, taking vengeance back to Negan for killing Abe. Which makes sense, but The Walking Dead is known to twist everything up somehow. It could be possible that Daryl is the one that actually takes vengeance to Negan, but we can never be too sure. Unless the spoilers don't surface before Daryl or Sasha or another character dies in the second half of Season 7. Speaking of spoilers, nice job on the premiere, guys. No one saw that coming, especially Glenn. One of the reasons I feel like Daryl might die in the second half of Season 7 is because his story has pretty much ran its whole arc. I mean, if you think about it, through each season Daryl has progressed from his character being antisocial to actually caring about the group. Now you can pick clean reasons why he won't be killed off. But honestly, the only direction I see his character going is down, as in dying, and will most likely be at the hands of Negan. Or the Saviors. Which brings us to my next and probably last point. Daryl made it personal with Negan and the Saviors. We saw what happened when the group killed his men. But Daryl killed a large number of his men single-handedly. There was a moment somewhere in Season 6 when Daryl, Sasha, and Abe were stopped by a group of bikers who were armed and dangerous, and wanted all their stuff. Moving on throughout the scene, it ends with Daryl coming out from behind the truck with an RPG and blows the group to bits.
What a bunch of assholes.
But unfortunately for all you Daryl lovers, all of Daryl's badass moments might be coming to an end very soon. Possibly one of the biggest reasons Daryl might die is because he isn't in the comic books. Now this is a very important part of the theory, because that doesn't allow fans to speculate when he'll die based off the comics. I mean, it was easy for fans to speculate when Glenn was going to die based off where the show was in terms of the comic book timeline. So if he's not in the comics, they can't tell when he's going to die in the show. A little confusing here and there, I'm not going to lie, but that's pretty much it, guys. What did you think about this whole situation? Do you think Daryl will die in the second half of Season 7? When do you think Daryl will die in the series, and if he will die? Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And with that all out of the way, I will see you in tomorrow's discussion.